everybody and welcome to YouTube Sisters. So the theme this week on YouTube Sisters is advice week, so I'm going to be showing you guys some advice on YouTube and starting a channel. I'm not a professional on YouTube, but these are just the tips and tricks and advice things that I've learned over the years and I really want to share them with you. So that is what today's video is going to be. Also, I have no bedsheet on my thing because I don't know, because they're in the wash, and my hair, yes, my hair is disgusting. Oh, let's begin. So my first advice is going to be about cameras, tripod, lighting, all that jazz. With cameras, I know everyone says this, but don't go buy a big Canon or Canon one or a Nikon one or Fujifilm or whatever camera brand you can get. If you have an iPhone, a phone, an iPad, an iPhone or an iPod, then or a camera on your laptop, use that, because you might not even want to do YouTube and it might just be you do it for like half a year and there's no point in getting a camera and you might not use it after that. So before you do buy a camera, make sure you really want to start do YouTube. But honestly, an iPhone and an iPad and phones are just as good quality as some cameras, especially like the new iPhones and new like Android phones. They're really good quality, so don't think, oh, you can't film on your iPhone, that's not professional. But trust me, they're just as good quality. And sometimes I watch an iPhone video, like a recorded on the iPhone and iPad, and I can't even tell the difference to one recorded on a camera. So don't think you need to go buy big cameras, because you don't. Honestly, an iPhone, an iPad, or an iPad, or a phone or a camera, it's just, in regards with tripods, obviously I have a tripod, I've had 2 tripods. I do recommend the tripod because they give you so much more freedom with like YouTube, and you can film wherever you want, which I think is really good. You can film more videos, you can film outside, and protection for your camera. I do recommend getting a tripod. They're really cheap as well. You can get them for like £8 to £10. You can get better ones as well that are like more better than, like, you can get £50 ones. But honestly, I recommend a tripod because you can do so much more with it. So if you don't have a tripod, then I think you should get one because you can do a lot more, but then depends. Yeah, you can get tripods on eBay, Amazon. I got mine for my birthday, and the one I had before was £12, which was really good. So, well, it broke, but it was good. So I recommend getting a tripod. With lighting, I don't use studio lighting, I use natural lighting. Natural lighting can look better. It depends what studio lights you have though. But I do recommend, if you have the money to buy studio lights, then you can buy them, because I would like them. You know, they're to be quite useful, especially in the winter when it gets dark. But you don't really need it. If you just film in the daytime, then I think it's fine. You don't really need studio lighting, but obviously it's up to you, depending on how dark your room is or what time you film. But I film in the daytime and I film in front of a window, and I think the lighting is fine. It might not be though, that would be awkward. Probably isn't. Okay. And to like editing and thumbnails and all that jazzy stuff. Sorry, I'm looking behind me because I've got a mirror there. I probably should not put that there. Okay. So I edit my videos on iMovie, and I've actually started editing them on there. I think I've done on this channel, on my main channel, like 3 videos I've edited on iMovie. I really like iMovie. It's really good. It's really easy to use, and there's like lots of stuff you can do on it. But again, don't be buying big editing softwares. There's loads of free ones you can get, like Windows Movie Maker. But if you have a Apple, Mac or something, you can use iMovie, because that is very, it's free and it's really good. And if you're thinking like, oh my god, Windows Movie Maker is too simple, I'm sure if you typed into YouTube like Windows Movie Maker hacks, so things that you can do on Windows Movie Maker that you might not have thought you could do on Windows Movie Maker, go now and check that out, bro. For iMovie, I use Wondershare Video Editor, which I also thought was really good, but I do prefer iMovie just because I can do some more stuff on it. But really, at the end of the day, especially, it depends what type of videos, but really all you need to do to edit them is just cut them, so there's no like bits where you're just sitting there. But you know, you don't really need to edit your videos. I guess you do, but then you don't, and yeah, it's up to you. You don't have to edit your videos, but editing them does make you look a bit more, you know, professional. My second or third or fifth or whatever, thumbnails. I edit my thumbnails on PicMonkey, and I've practically edited all my thumbnails on PicMonkey I've ever done. PicMonkey, I really like it. PicMonkey is good. It's super easy to use. Most YouTubers I know use it, and you can do so much on it. You can make collages, you can do labels, you can do borders, you can do filters, you can do shapes on it. You can do a lot of stuff on PicMonkey, and it's free and it's really, really easy to use. You just type into the Google www.picmonkey.com, you can get it, and it's really good. But I think having a thumbnail is very important on your videos. That is one of my tips, have a thumbnail, because it makes your videos look a bit more professional and you've put time into them, and it kind of looks a bit more put together. I think if there was like 2 videos, one of them had a thumbnail and one of them didn't, I would be more likely to go to the thumbnail one, because it gives off a better representation of what's in the video. And plus, if it's a talking video, then, you know, sometimes YouTube chooses the worst, like, pause when you're like so picking your own and designing it, I think it's really fun too. So I do recommend having a PicMonkey, having a thumbnail. Last thing I want to talk about is partnership and YouTube partners. I don't think having a YouTube partner is that important. I don't recommend you like signing up if you only have like 50 subscribers. I think I am partnered with Style Hall on my main channel, and it's kind of like a long story. I applied for it and I got it, and I was super excited. There are loads of forms that you have to fill out, but I really like Style Hall. I didn't do it with the money, I just wanted to try something out new on YouTube, and I really like Style Hall. They're really nice, and if you have any queries you can like email them, and you get like a person who emails you then and again asking how you're doing, and they give you amazing opportunities. So I really do recommend Style Hall for a partner. But on Style Hall, I think you have to be getting at least 1,000 views per month. So just in case you're wondering, I think that's how much you have to get. But if you do want to apply to Style Hall, then go www.stylehall.co.uk or .com, I think it is actually, not .co.uk. Yeah, and I know there's loads of other YouTube partners. You can be partnered with YouTube, like the AdSense. You can be partnered with this one called Cubed. I don't know, I've seen someone tweeted about it and I looked on the account, but I went to Style Hall because I know there's a lot of people that are partnered with them and I really like them. They're really good, and yeah. But don't rush into getting partnered, you know, unless you're kind of like, I don't know, being partnered on YouTube isn't super important. But if you've got like 500 subscribers, and I would recommend doing it because it does give you a lot more opportunities. But don't just do it for the sake of it. Make sure, like, think through the decision, ask your parents, because there's a lot of stuff you have to do, and they have to sign documents and you have to sign documents. So you've got to think through it. But it is good, but then, you know, it's going to depend what your channel's like and everything. Okay, I have babbled on so much in this video. I hope it was useful. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at giving advice. Sorry about my hand gestures as well. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'm very sorry for looking at the mirror behind me like throughout the whole entire video. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next week.